looks like the B final is about to get going. So Lewis Middleton, Luke Ide, Samuel Bennett, Robert Crawford, Carl Evans, Salvador Newman, Will Woods, Lewis King, Jack Bromham, Dylan Hutton, David Charlie, James Clare, Matthew Clark, Carlos Almanis, Chris Phillips, Barry Lakes, Dan Navarro, Tom Fox, Ellie Curry, Lou J. Grid. So green flag is ready. B final about to get underway, and it gets underway now. Brilliant launch from Luke Ide, who gets a much better run than Lewis Middleton. He's got the inside going into turn one. Who is going to take the lead here? Sam Bennett, Robert Crawford, Carl Evans, all dueling away for P3. And it looks like Robert Crawford has gotten through into P3 there, but crucially, Luke Ide leading away from Lewis Middleton as it's side by side for P3 going into Maggots and Beckett and Chappell, and Crawford just about holds on there as Luke Ide, this is Middleton trying to go around the outside him into bridge. That's a bold move, he's going to try and pull that one. Into Priory they come. And Lewis Middleton still following Luke Ide, who's made a brilliant getaway. So this could well be a very defensive race from Luke Ide already. Robert Crawford is third, ahead of Sam Bennett. Then it's Kyle Evans. Then, of course, it looks like Salvador Newman. As it's all getting very mixed up into second hairpin. Everybody going two abreast here behind. So our top six all starting to break away at this early juncture. Meanwhile, it's anybody's game for sixth position. Look, there we go. That looks like that's Dylan Houghton pointing forward, telling Lewis King, David Charlie, let's not fight each other, let's catch up to the top six. We could all get to the A final. Why fight now over this sixth position when we could be fighting over first? Luke Ide, though, still holding on to lead. Middleton right behind him, as it looks like Crawford is really fighting to keep Sam Bennett in the metaphorical rear view mirror here. Still, it's a huge train launching away, almost 2-3 wide into the bridge. Luke Ide still resolutely holding on to the lead from Middleton, and then Bennett. So Sam Bennett having got back into P3 ahead of Crawford. No, Crawford actually was still ahead, makes a mistake, and up the inside goes Middleton into the Seagrave hairpin, and Middleton retakes the lead from Luke Ide. And around the outside, Bennett's going to lose another position to Kyle Evans and Salvador Newman as well. Newman up the inside trying to take fifth position away from Bennett, and taps his helmet there, clearly not happy with the fighting. Side by side for the lead again go Lewis Middleton and Luke Ide, but it's Middleton that holds on to the lead. Look out though for Crawford, and Evans now also working his way forward. Side by side go Brooks and Ide. Ide diving up the inside into Brooklands, and Luke Ide retakes the lead. Middleton loses two more positions there as through goes Robert Crawford and Kyle Evans as well. Wow, my goodness, there's Matthew Clark in the middle of the crazy scrap. Barry Lakes and Carlos Almanis just ahead of it. Guide though, still in the lead, but Kyle Evans now up the inside of Crawford for P2. That's not Luke Ide, sorry, it's Kyle Evans, sorry. It goes up the inside of Crawford for P2 at the first hairpin, completes the move on the exit. Middleton, though, holding back a challenge from Salvador Newman for P4. So, now Luke Ide is back in the lead. Pull the small gap now over Kyle Evans and Robert Crawford. Still side by side, it looks like our drivers from essentially 7th downwards have not really learned the lesson. Dylan Houghton though sets the fastest lap, he's broken away from Carlos Almanis, so Houghton might have a chance of joining the lead pack here. Look at Luke Ide now under threat from Kyle Evans, this for a place in the A final, and up the inside goes, that's Salvador Newman on Middleton into bridge. Oh, up the inside into Priory goes Kyle Evans. Kyle Evans then takes the lead away from Luke Guide, and that would be promotion currently into the A final. Oh, Luke Guide gives a little gesture there. As we see, oh, Sam Bennett gets past. That's Sam Bennett getting past, I think, Robert Crawford there. Oh, and look at this, Dylan Houghton has caught the pack. He's now trying to make a move up the inside of Crawford as well. Houghton taps the rear of his car as if to say, good, you're working with me now, whether you like it or not, Robert. And Kyle Evans, defending from Luke Hyde into the first corner. Ice Racecraft very, very strong so far, and Kyle Evans having to raise his game to match it, and he's very much living up to that so far. So our top four is Evans, Hyde, Newman, Middleton, then a small gap to Sam Bennett, Dylan Houghton with the fastest lap race 118.9. Only slightly quicker though than Kyle Evans in the lead. Here we go, top three closing for Express towards Priory. Oh, Kyle Evans defends an attack from Hyde, and that allows a move to be made. Luke Hyde drops to P3, and it is now... no, Luke Hyde's still in P3. It is though Salvador Newman going up the inside. Newman going for P2 through the hairpin, gets a bump from behind, lifts up his hand. This is a thanks for that to Luke Hyde. And now he's all over the back of Kyle Evans, going for the lead then. So a place in the A final could be money, a chance to win prize money, maybe even win the full €200 at stake here in the lead of this one. Kyle Evans currently holds it with 13 minutes left to go. Oh, look at this exit from Middleton as he gets to the back of Kyle Evans. I think actually Newman has gone past Kyle Evans through the first couple of corners. So Salvador Newman takes the lead. You can see James Clare a bit further down, fighting against Barry Lakes and Matthew Clark in the middle of this pack, outside the top 10. Salvador Newman really on top here. And that is looking good for him, but Kyle Evans is not giving up just yet. As lead fight continuing, our top four still congregated close together. Meanwhile, Barry Lakes, Matthew Clark swapping positions back and forth, seemingly every lap into the hairpin they go. And back out, Matthew Clark to the outside. This is the fight just outside the top 10 for that 13th position. But Salvador Newman is really going to have to fight here to hold on. It looks like Robert Crawford and Sam Bennett are desperately trying to catch up to the pack ahead. There's a huge fight. Ellie Gregory has gone up to P8 in all the chaos through the last sector there. So, big cheers from the Elite Crawley Racing team. Salvador Newman still 3/10 in the lead, 11 minutes to go. And Kyle Evans not quite able to be back on terms with him. Lewis Middleton, our pole sitter, in third, still keeping a watching brief. And then it is Luke Hyde, our early leader, in P4. Behind them, we've got Dylan Houghton desperately pushing to catch up to the four leaders. And Kyle Evans up the inside into the hairpin. There was a small opportunity. Kyle Evans absolutely went for it. Salvador Newman trying to hang on around the outside. Here we go. Salvador Newman gets a good exit back up the inside through Wing Curve and into Museum Bend. Side by side they go. Could be 3 wide for the lead here. Here comes Middleton on the grass, takes the shorter line, and Salvador Newman ducks down. Lewis Middleton ducks forward. Kyle Evans, oh, and look at that, back to the outside goes Lewis Middleton. So the top 5 just absolutely going at it right now. but Salvador Newman somehow holds on to the lead from Kart 11 to Lewis Middleton. Luke Hyde watching with interest. Oh, a move up the inside into Maggots and Beckett's, and it is Lewis Middleton that gets past Kyle Evans into P2 and then blocks him off going into bridge. All this fighting really helping Houghton and Sam Bennett in P5, P6. Go side by side again for the lead coming out of Priory, almost 3 wide of the club. That's never going to end well. Oh, and Kyle Evans gets squeezed there by Hyde and Newman, but Middleton is back in the lead of the race, and Houghton and Bennett are now back right in this fight as well. Oh, and look at Newman up the inside into second hairpin, retakes the lead, and Lewis Middleton down to P2. Up the inside comes Luke Hyde, who's now in third position. Oh, Kyle Evans almost pushed onto the grass there. It's getting very, very hectic here. Sam Bennett right at the rear of this train, hoping it all kicks off again. But Salvador Newman back in control. Kyle Evans, just gets in front of Houghton into third at the first corner. But our top 6, really engrossing fight this. And even Robert Crawford is not too far behind in kart number 9. In 7th position, he could well be a part of this as well. But for Salvador Newman, he has really driven superbly so far in this one. Battle third back, Luke Draper trying to go 3 wide with Tom Fox and James Clare in front of him. Not quite able to get involved. A small but decisive gap at the moment, 8.5 minutes for Salvador Newman to hold on to this lead. With Lewis Middleton in P2, Kyle Evans P3, Dylan Houghton P4, Sam Bennett P5, and Luke Hyde is now down to P6, but not much longer. He dives back at the inside of Sam Bennett. A little bit of contact between the two. He's getting a little bit physical here. Sam Bennett has to get over the curb, and he retakes the position, but diving back underneath goes Luke Hyde in this battle for P5. Who gets the better exit here? It's Bennett that's got the inside through the final corner. Kyle Evans right behind Middleton. But here we go, just under 8 minutes to go now. And it's really, really continuing this fight up front with Salvador Newman 1.1 seconds ahead. But that's a fragile lead. It could well fall to Lewis Middleton if there's any mistake here. You see Kyle Evans waiting for the opportunity to pounce and take second position here, but if he does so, could open the door for Dylan Houghton, Sam Bennett, Luke Hyde, even Robert Crawford. I think Gregory's still P8, David Chully is P9, and Dan Barlow rounds out the top 10 ahead of Lewis King.
I clearly do something wrong there.
Salvador Newman very much in control at the present moment. He's driven absolutely flawlessly so far and judged it right. Come out on top in battles against Middleton, Hyde, Evans, and Bennett as well. Here we go. Kyle Evans gets a great exit at the final corner. Lewis Middleton ducks down, tries to disappear into his kart, but there's no escaping this one. Kyle Evans in kart number 39. Very, very close then. 6.5 minutes to go. Still more dueling going on into Brooklands. Kyle Evans tucked still right behind Lewis Middleton. And David Chully sets the fastest lap, by the way. Trying to catch up Elliot Gregory, so Clean Air is a little bit of a premium in the top 6 at the moment. But for Salvador Newman, he is broken clear of Lewis Middleton at the moment. And you've got to say, he would be a very, very deserving and popular winner of the B final, and who wouldn't deny him being promoted and getting a bit of prize money in the A final? Well, Middleton might, if he can fend off Evans and catch back up. Meanwhile, Sam Bennett back up the inside of Luke Hyde and Dylan Houghton. So, Dylan Houghton, I don't think has quite got the pace, or at least not the opportunities, to make his way through the pack here. While all this is going on, Robert Crawford and Elliot Gregory have been doing battle. I think Gregory has gotten through. Elliot Gregory really flying for Elite Crawley Racing, being cheered on almost every time he drives by here by his teammates who come up the way, all the way from Crawley, I guess. Let's look at this train behind Dan Varland, Lewis King, Matthew Clark, Barry Lakes, James Clay, Chris Phillips, Luke Draper, all in a train together. So lots at stake, even outside our promotion position to the A final. It's eagerly awaited. Teal drives the line out with the exit pit lane, but this B final not done yet. Just under 5 minutes left to go. Oh, and look at this, Kyle Evans still stuck to the back of Lewis Middleton, light blue in the fight for second position. Samuel Bennett, meanwhile, holding up a bit of a train of Luke Ide, Dylan Houghton, and now Elliot Gregory as well. Could Elliot Gregory sneak from quite low down on the grid? Oh, he's going for Houghton here into the Seagrave hairpin. Side by side he goes, and he's muscling his way through. Tough but fair from the Elite Crawley Racing man. Next up for Gregory is Luke Ide in front of him. A little bit wide on the curb goes Luke Ide, but he gets a great exit. We're going 3 wide here. Houghton is back up the inside. Sam Bennett on the outside. Ide on the inside just ahead of them. It looks like Evans and Middleton dueling away, and Evans has made it through into second position, but who's going to get it through into fourth? It's still Luke Ide, then it's Houghton. Side by side between Bennett and Gregory. Oh, who's going to make it through? I think it is Gregory into Brooklands. Really fantastic fight there for fourth position between those four. But 3 minutes 30 left on the clock here. And Salvador Newman, 117.8 last lap around. He's still very much in control. Now he's done a lot of the hard work already. He doesn't have to take any unnecessary risks here. Knows the track will come to him. Kyle Evans defending against Middleton. Luke Ide continue to defend. This time it looks like against Elliot Gregory. Gregory looking for the inside into the final corner, but can't quite find it because Luke Ide has hidden it away from him. So the four remain as they are. Meanwhile, Middleton still stuck to the back of Kyle Evans in the battle for second position. 2.5 minutes to go in this B final. Salvador Newman leads by 2.6 seconds. Side by side between Gregory and Houghton. Houghton's got the inside, almost 3 wide into Brooklands. Elliot Gregory refusing to give up, but he has to yield, albeit reluctantly, against Dylan Houghton. Fair play, Dylan Houghton is back through. Catching all of them is David Shelley in Kart 51. So Shelley with the fastest first sector of the race is catching that train with Bennett at the back of it, then Houghton, Gregory and Luke Ide. But as Shelley left his charge just a little bit too late here, what remains to be seen. Side by side, it's Gregory holding off Sam Bennett for P6, sorry. Can Lewis Middleton at least get back up to P2? Oh, Gregory up the inside of Houghton, uses plenty of curb. That was an aggressive move, a risky move. It could allow Sam Bennett through, past Dylan Houghton as well. So Elliot Gregory, every move he makes seems to be absolutely cheered on to euphoric applause, it seems. They come across the line, our fourth place battle. It's 6 cars in it. Luke Ide, Elliot Gregory, Sam Bennett, Dylan Houghton, now David Shelley as well is right at the back of this train and already making a move into Brooklands on Dylan Houghton, and he's through into 7th position. David Shelley absolutely flying, the man from Milton Keynes. Oh, and look at Gregory's having another run at Luke Ide, but let's look as well at Middleton versus Evans. 51 seconds on the clock. This could well be the final lap then. Yellow flags. Oh, somebody's gone off at Brooklands in the background. Oh, side by side for 4th position. Elliot Gregory still challenging Luke Ide and is beaten back, kept at bay. Middleton knows this is the last opportunity. Can he make something happen? against Kyle Evans here. Evans, I think, has just defended that a little bit too well for Middleton. Timed his attacks perfectly. Through the final couple of corners now comes Salvador Newman, and Salvador Newman will start another lap, and this will be the final lap. 13 seconds left to go. So, fighting continuing then, and Luke Ide is going to hold on for one more lap against the fearsome Elliot Gregory, but it's side by side between Celli and Dylan Houghton. They've both picked off Samuel Bennett. David Celli now in P6, trying to consolidate our position, but he's immediately beaten back through Wellington. James Clare side by side now with Carlos Almanis and Louis Draper. That's just the fight for P14, by the way. Oh, and Elliot Gregory threw on Luke Ide into Magnussen Beckett. That was a bold move, and that could give Gregory P4 in the B final. But sprinting away at the moment. Oh, Middleton having a go at Kyle Evans into Prairie. Kyle Evans covers it off. Defending beautifully is Kyle. Oh, does he leave the door open? No, he does not. Into Club. And this is just allowing Salvador Newman to streak away on a lovely Saturday night drive. But it's going to go with the big prize. Lewis Middleton, oh, to the inside, very aggressive against Kyle Evans, forced him wide, and Lewis Middleton was left just enough space as Luke Ide is back ahead of Elliot Gregory coming through Club and Ireland, and it's 3 wide behind. David Celli looking, oh no, Dylan Houghton looking annoyed as David Celli gets through, oh, and contact with Sam Bennett, but it is Salvador Newman that wins and goes through to the A final. Lewis Middleton with a late move gets past Kyle Evans for P2. In P4 it will be, oh, Luke Ide just holding off Elliot Gregory in a photo finish. Fantastic fight between those two. David Celli climbs all the way to P6. Sam Bennett is 7th. Dylan Houghton ends the race in P8. Robert Crawford is 9th. And Lewis King rounds out the top 10. Dan Barlam will finish P11. Barry Lakes will finish P12. Chris Phillips, P13. Unfortunately, Chris Phillips gets a takeout and returns position, so he will lose 1 position while Chris Phillips 2 James Clare behind. So James Clare will be P13, Chris Phillips 14th, Lou Draper 15th, Carlos Almanis 16th, Matthew Clark 17th, Tom Fox 18th, and Jack Brummer and Will Woods did not get to the end, retiring after, I think they were 9 and 13 laps down respectively. So a number of penalties. Kart 31, Gregory got a penalty, so he lost 5 seconds there. So that will give David Celli, Sam Bennett and Dylan Houghton another position. Kart 26, Sam Bennett, he also got a 5-second penalty. Kart 22, which is Lewis King, also got a 5-second penalty for advantage by contact. Kart 55 got a penalty for forcing driver of the circuit. That was Barry Lakes, so he also drops down a few positions. And Kart 53 got a penalty for corner cutting. That is, of course, Grant Brom, who did not finish.